tell me about your involvement in Hollywood in the movie industry?
Well, I worked in, pardon me, I worked in and out of Hollywood for about 30-something years. I worked with some of the biggest black stars there is today. I'm still friends with a lot of them on a personal basis. Being there, and I'll say this, I don't know how it will go over, but my intent is for it to be understood in its proper context, and that's a positive context. One of my personal friends is the Archbishop Don Magic Juan. He gave me the opportunity to come out to Hollywood with him and work with him. And I went out to try to give him a positive image. But it seems as if Hollywood just wanted to keep him in a particular image. But in the journey of attempting to do that, I was able to do things in Hollywood that the average black person doesn't even know exist. I was able to go in every studio, major studio door it was, and negotiate some things to his advantage. I was able to do, I created a clothing line for him. It was big. I mean, I did a lot of things for him. And he's still my friend today. I know people, well, he a pimp and he's, what does that have to do with business? I'm not trying to sell pimping. I'm not trying to sell anything derogatory. I was selling clothes. I was trying to sell movies. I was trying to do all the things that white folk are doing in Hollywood. And I need that to be clear. And it's real simple. It's big business, and it needs to be directed by us in a positive light. I'm saying to black people there, you know, in America, what you're dealing with is the Wizard of Oz. What does that mean? Who was behind the curtain? That's what I'm saying. You know, you got this guy back there, he's beating pots and pans and making all kinds of sounds, and you thought he was a giant. Till you look behind the curtain. You're like, oh my God, this is a little munchkin. But his trickery was superb. That's what you're dealing with. No insult intended to anyone. I'm just saying the reality of what we're dealing with. It's a magical situation in Hollywood. They're working magic.
Do you think there's an agenda to put out a negative image of blacks in Hollywood?
Do you think there's an agenda to control black people?
Absolutely.
Then it's a no-brainer. How do you control black people? How do you control any people? There are three major things that they control black people for, I would say, in America. Film, music, education, food. Add that up.
Can you break down how each of those are used to control black people?
Film is image. So if you feed a people an image, they will mimic that image. If you feed a people sound, if you study harmonics, you will understand how sound shapes the brain. Beats shape the brain. That plays on the impulse of the nervous system. And that's why our people, a lot of our people act a certain way because of the harmonics. You can go on Google and check out harmonics and it'll show you what sound does. And that's what they're doing. Food Food determines your whole makeup when it comes to being in harmony with the universe. You're either in or out of harmony. Food allows your energy to be disrupted. Education determines how you think. So those 4 factors alone pretty much will create a Frankenstein, depending on how they're applied. Look at the condition of our people. Oh no, we're not talking about look on television. No, look right outside the door and look at the condition of our people. There's a small percentage of our people in Hollywood. So we're not going to go there. And now they're trying to monkey that up.
Do you think any of the movies produced in Hollywood gives a message? Like you mentioned Frankenstein.
Mm-hmm.
That movie actually gives a message to people if they really look at it through a certain lens. Do you think there are movies put out in Hollywood that actually wake us up, that give us a message if we look at it through a certain lens?
I think a limited amount of movies are trying to wake you up or wake up the consciousness of society, and specifically us. Very minimal. Very minimal. But when you understand how things work in this world, there's a negative side and there's a positive side. Just so happened, the negative side outweighs the positive side. So you cannot expect to get a positive message from a predominantly negative environment. Speaking of Hollywood, they're just controlling people.